We bear with us here as we are getting some adjustments done. I've got my son on this time here, so we're pretty excited. We're gonna do a Halloween thing. It's
Yes.
only part one, so we're big horror fans, so we love scary movies. Although I can't watch some of them like I used to. I'm getting older, so yeah. We thought we'd have fun here. This is only part one. We've got a big one coming up that we'll be doing as family. My hubby will
Yes.
be with us and our son, and that will be on Halloween. So I think we've got everything going this time.
I do. So okay, I'm just gonna do my intro real quick. Good evening out of wherever you're time traveling ladies, german boys and girls. We are back with another stream. And this stream is very special because, as my mom just said, we're doing a Halloween podcast.
Yeah.
And we're talking about scary movies, horror movies, things that make Halloween what it is.
Right.
So, um, welcome on in, time travelers. Enjoy the podcast, and yeah, we're just gonna hop on into it.
Yeah. What should we start with? I was thinking, do lately when I was coming up, right? So there was a lot of really good scary movies. That was back in the 70s and 80s, so they had a lot of really good scary movies. And it was enough to make you not sleep at night. Then for a while it got kind of lame. What, let me see, in the year 2000, I don't think there was really that many scary movies, but 2015 maybe they bumped it up. What was that when the Conjuring and all that start coming out,
Uh,
Insidious and all that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's when like the Conjuring universe and the Insidious, and when they started doing like the big paranormal stuff to get like everyone like involving Ed and Lorraine Warren with all the Conjuring stuff,
Yeah.
Annabelle, and then doing everything with that, and then going from that to the Insidious, where it's like taking a new thing on sleep paralysis and dreaming and everything like that, which was made me not be able to sleep that much.
Right? I'm like, I'm gonna sleep with the light on. Like,
I will say, right?
I have gotten to the point now I can't even watch those. As you know, I
Oh,
gave you a lot of my horror movies.
yes, ma'am.
And I miss them, but I couldn't sit through them. I barely made it through The Nun, so that was a
Yes, ma'am.
scary movie. But going back to what I do enjoy, I still enjoy the slasher flicks. I'm a Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers fan forever. As long as it's not the ones made by Rob Zombie. I'm sorry, I just did
Yeah.
not like the storyline. Was totally it was just messed up. It was not what had started in the 70s when they did the original Halloween. So I still believe in there's some movies, especially the classics, don't reboot them.
Don't.
Leave them
Like
alone.
how they tried rebooting of the Chucky one, like the
That was
2019 Chucky film was not like how they tried it. They were trying to do the whole like futuristic, like modernized way of electronics and everything like that, but it just didn't feel the same as if we had Charles Lee Ray and
Brad Dourif was the
and
voice for Chucky, and
yes, ma'am.
no one else can do Chucky. I was like, so when I knew he wasn't going to be, I was like, forget it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Now, did you like it? Did you see it?
I seen it and I did not like it at all. I absolutely hated it.
You
Like
did.
it was like I think it's because I came into it and thinking like, okay, this is gonna be like a modernized version.
Yeah.
Somehow they're going to like include the voodoo and Charles Lee Ray and all that stuff. But as soon as it like started like at the beginning,
Right.
as it started out in a toy factory, and then it goes to a guy that was they were making the dolls, and Charles Lee Ray had nothing to do with anything at all. He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even mentioned in the reboot.
Mm.
They didn't even mention his name in the reboot. So I'm like, how are they gonna have a Chucky movie and not mention Charles Lee Ray in it?
I know. Well, I know that that's one that I will not watch. I'm not going to even bother. I can't. I can't do it. But one of the ones, as I said, as a Jason Voorhees fan, they did okay when they rebooted Friday the 13th, 2017, I think it was
2017 or
2016 or something.
16.
Yeah. So, and my favorite cult horror movies, which would have been Amityville, favorite. That was just my all-time favorite. The original with Mark Kidder and James Brolin. That was awesome. And two was kind of creepy. But the others 3 and 4, they were pretty good. But when they remade the Amityville one with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh
Ryan
yes,
Reynolds. Yeah, I thought they
Ryan
did a
Reynolds.
very, very nice job with that. They did a very nice job with that.
Yes, ma'am. I think if they do it right and they have a right cast and they have like the original intent of the
The storyline.
storyline and everything like
Yes.
that, a reboot is okay.
Yes.
Like how Rob Zombie built Michael up and everything like that was like no.
No.
Take that along with the Chucky movie that came out. No, take those and put those over there. But like the reboot of Friday the 13th and the reboot of Amityville, those were like put them like not in the same category, but like Amityville's here, Friday the 13th's here, like okay category, and then a really good like reboot. Another reboot that I think they could have done better with, but I would rather watch it over Rob Zombie Halloween and Chucky is a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot.
I watched it. It was okay.
It was okay. See,
Yeah,
I'm not putting.
I mean, no way. I mean, you got to think about that. I don't know, maybe because it was just more creepier. But when you watch the original one, I think it was made in '88 or '86 or something like that. The original Nightmare on Elm Street, you kind of had, you heard what as the mom was telling Nancy what happened and why Freddy Krueger was. But in the reboot, they just like made it more obvious, and I was like. I wonder if they could have did it a little more tastefully, kind of, but it was okay.
They could have.
Okay, it's like Nut and I Will Buy. I don't think I own that. I don't think
you did, but you gave it to Jay.
See, that's exactly. Yeah.
Like, speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, I have my Nightmare on Elm Street glass.
Oh, look at that!
Just because the occasion.
Yes. Where's my glass? You didn't send me one. Mom doesn't get one.
Do you want Chucky?
No, quit trying to give me Chucky.
I mean, I have my coffee mug of Nightmare on Elm Street, or
no, I think it's Jason Voorhees that you're hiding. You won't let me have.
What? No, I don't have that right here at all. Right there. You sure you don't want my Nightmare Before Christmas? I know, like that one.
No, you could keep that, son. Now what would you think though, out of all of the movies you grew up with and the ones you've seen, just from what is your favorite I want to ask though, out of the horror, the cult ones, those you've got Insidious, you've got Conjuring, you've got which one? Do you have a favorite?
We never mentioned Paranormal Activity.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, but I wasn't gonna say it as my favorite though. I just say that we just never like mentioned it before because
Do you think it's
I
scary? Do you think Paranormal Activity was really scary?
well when I first saw it, yes, I definitely thought Paranormal Activity when I first saw it was scary. Like I had so many, there's so many jump scares. It was just it was there for
Yeah.
the first three. Then when it got to four, the marked ones
Yeah.
and Ghost Dimension,
Mhm.
it was getting really repetitive and they were trying to connect the dots in weird ways that it shouldn't have.
Mhm.
Like in Ghost Dimensions, they they had so it had nothing to do with Hunter, it had nothing to do with Katie or blanking on her little sister's name.
You're not a true fan. You forgot.
I
So
Katie.
yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna spend several
It,
minutes on
it,
this podcast to see trying to
it's
remember
on
the
the tip of my tongue. I swear. Anyways, it doesn't. The last one doesn't evolve around Katie and her sister. It's gonna come to me at the end of this
That's how it
podcast,
works.
and that's how it always works. It doesn't evolve around Katie and her sister,
Mhm.
and her sister's son Hunter, which was the main thing because with Katie and her sister, her grandma made the deal with the devil, and which was to get more money and everything like that. And with that being how it was,
There's always a price you pay.
exactly sacrificing the firstborn male. Well, the grandma didn't have any male children. The mom of Katie and Katie's sister didn't have any
As you still
any.
try to think of who it is. I
I
mean,
am
they're paranormal.
Kristen.
Oh
No,
my
not
gosh.
Kristen.
No.
Christy. I swear it's Christy. I think it's Christy. I think it is.
You're
Anyway,
giving some spoilers for maybe some who haven't seen it.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
do you think about that?
I
Maybe there
did.
was a reason why you weren't supposed to think of that other name.
I think so. I think it was like it's time to stop.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
I think Paranormal Activity when I first seen it, the first one was it was creepy. I think it was creepy. But the ones that got me the most was um The Conjuring and Annabelle, especially the first one, and
Oh yes, man.
Insidious. Those are ones. Yeah, I watched them once, and I don't watch them again. No, so
I
yeah,
the thing that sticks with me every time when someone says Insidious is one the, that one scene where that red face is over the dad's shoulder. That
yeah.
one, and Neva's favorite song, "Tiptoe Through the
That
Tulips."
that just made it even more creepier because the thing
It
is running
did,
across the screen. I'm on the other couch, but I
right?
that's what they're supposed to do. They make it really good, really good
Really
scary
did.
movies. So it was good to actually start seeing um um them coming up with different scary movies. And I think James Wan did a really good job with producing um some scary movies that for me it's hard to scare me. He did a good job with it. Those are some good movies. But I
Yes,
know
ma'am.
um if you think about it, for the slasher films, because I've gotten older, I've given most of my horror collection to my kids, and the older kids they've got them. But I kept my slasher flicks, and I have my classics. So I think
So waiting
probably
on Friday the 13th.
not gonna happen. Like I said,
Halloween.
make a Christmas list. You better make a Christmas list, son.
That's
So,
going to be the only two that's on there: Halloween and and Friday the 13th.
but I mean, it's like where can I can't Omen. Yeah,
Oh, the
no,
Omen.
because
Yes,
of
ma'am.
Omen, I never wanted a Rottweiler again. But I I rather not. I think they did again more of the classics. Those were the older movies. The one with Gregory Peck and
Yes,
Lee
ma'am.
Remick. They did a good job. It was good. It was scary, but out of the older ones, do you have any favorites? Because I think I had you watch The Thing, right? Which one would have been scary for you out of the ones from the 80s
Um,
that I gave you? Which one did you like?
I have to go Salem's Lot.
Yes.
Salem's Lot
Oh,
scared the living daylights out of me. And I was
that
watching this,
vampire.
right? I was watching this in the butt crack of day,
Yeah,
and I'm sitting on my couch, and I'm watching this, and I was literally like this
yeah.
with my pillow.
The the vampire. They did a phenomenal job with
Really
making
did.
him scary. And out of all the other vampires I've seen, I'm sorry, nothing compares to the one that they did for Salem's Lot. He was just
It was
scary.
awesome.
Yeah,
And the buildup was great too. Like the
yeah,
buildup was so good. And like when you're not expecting something to happen, and then it happens. And then you're like, okay, it calms down for a second, and then you're not expecting something to happen, and then it
yeah.
happens. It builds you up and then bring you back down to the level of comfort
Yep.
area. And then they're like, oh, here we go. Boom, bring you back down.
That's
Just for a second.
that's called good writing. That
Really
is
good
some
writing.
yeah. That's how it's supposed to. You get you comfortable and then they get you again. But
Yes, ma'am.
so yeah, I'd have to say that with um Halloween, coming up, things are different. We've 2020 has been a year that I'm just like,
Is it
no.
done yet?
Yes, it's a time. So you know what we're not gonna do this year is which is sad though, it's trick or treating. I think um it's just the comfort of everything. It's like literally watching a horror movie. It's been a really, really um insane year that you've tried to have to find a balance to work with. And have you decided what you're going to do? I mean, you're in your 20s. Are you going to just stay home, watch scary movies? What are you going to do?
So I am actually planning on with my weekend off. I'm planning already doing like a long streaming marathon.
Oh, good.
But so like I have a lot of like content creating stuff for my YouTube and Twitch side of things.
Cool.
But personally, my friend Allison, who I used to work with at the Sheraton, she invited me to their little Halloween party that they're having, and her son and her son and her nephew and her sister are throwing a little Halloween party for like 4 or 5 of them, and I'll be the sixth person. So we'll still be social distancing. It's going to be in a nice big house, so
You're going
we
to be
can
in the corner,
still.
right, with a
I'm
mask.
going. I'm going to be in the corner with my ghost face mask on,
Oh man, yeah,
and
things are different. It's you got to be careful what you're doing, and it's like, and Wisconsin's become a hot spot now. Well,
yes, ma'am.
yeah, no, I think we are still a hot spot.
We are.
Are we
I mean,
still a hot spot?
it's to the point where I think Illinois is still not letting us go through Chicago.
Wow. So
I
yeah,
believe
so it's like
so.
what would be the best day is I am going to, after we do our podcast and stuff together. I For the entire day I'm gonna play all scary movies. So
Oh yes, ma'am.
yeah, I gotta, you know, I think that'll be fun for me, and we've got candy. So
Candy. I need to pick up candy. I need to go pick up candy and then have me some candy and everything like that. But
hide them throughout the house and
be like, hey,
put them
there
in
you
the
go.
bucket and sit
Easter
down.
eggs,
Yeah,
right?
right. Hey, yeah. So
And like what I'm also giving back to like my Twitch community this Halloween too. We're doing three giveaways. So I'm giving away
sweet.
some gift cards and everything like that. So able to because I'm not saying that like uh, I'm at the point now with like the job that I'm working with and plus what I'm making on Twitch. I can give back to my community now with a giveaway or something like that, with like a $10 gift card or a $20 gift card or something like that. So
Well, it's
I'm
important, that especially even just during these times. So that's really neat that you're giving back to the community. That's community is important, and so when you're able to participate and um, help out, that's a really good thing. So
yes,
I applaud you. I'm happy. I'm really happy to hear that. So we went ahead. This is our first podcast doing together, and I'm looking forward to many more, not just the one on Halloween.
right.
We've got tons of things to talk about as mother and son.
Yes, yes,
Um, I don't want to keep you much longer, but I'm so glad that we got to hang out. Kind of give this a try and see.
yes, ma'am.
And but you before we go, you have got to send me out because you still haven't answered you yet. What was your favorite
Oh,
scary movie of all times? I know that the
oh, of
cult
all
classic one.
time.
Yeah, I know that the cult
Oh,
classic one was Salem Slot, but I'm waiting. You've got from the ones you grew up with me to what's out now. One.
I have to go with my all-time favorite, the OG Halloween.
The what?
Halloween number one. Halloween number one. The original Halloween.
The original 1970. Yay!
I
You
because
are my
that's
son.
see, I am your son. Because with
Yes.
that, I think watching. I don't think that that Halloween. I have never been like afraid of a slasher film like I have been with the original Halloween. Like
It's the best. The music, and Michael just comes out of nowhere.
he does. He just
and,
there's just the
and he's
memes on Facebook.
where Jason is stomping and walking fast, but he's walking slow. Michael's like, whatever, I'm gonna catch you anyway. I'm walking
Exactly.
slow. You never see Michael running, right? I don't think
You
we've
never
ever seen
do.
him running. And the cool thing, that movie that they did, I believe it originally started out as um a B horror film. They were just making things, putting together. They never anticipated for it to be
Ex-
popular as it
that
was,
and
as
Friday
it
the
eventually
13th,
was.
right?
Oh, yep, Friday 13th as well.
And that was
So
with like
yeah.
Friday the 13th, young Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah, he was. That was part two.
Two was Kevin
No,
Bacon in part two. Or I thought he was in one.
yep, no, he's one.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he's in one. Yep. So yeah, there we go. Good
So
son.
yes, ma'am. So
He corrected his mommy on the air. Oh, good job. You did good. At least I know you're paying attention and you're a true fan. So,
yes, ma'am.
hey guys, I'm gonna do my little exit here. I look forward to if you're a true Halloween fan and you've got nothing to do because most of us are stuck inside. I hope you'll join us for our podcast um, coming up on Halloween. And did we decide on a time?
We did not, but I am working.
You're working.
I
Okay.
work 6 to 2 on Saturday.
Okay. So, oh, even better then, we're gonna have an evening one then.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So yeah, so maybe we can do like a 7 o'clock.
Alrighty.
Does that give you enough time to rest in between for a quick podcast and you go back to
Oh,
sleep?
yes, ma'am.
Cool. So, all
That
right.
should give me enough time, definitely.
All right, everybody. So we're in Wisconsin, so we're gonna go with 7 p.m. Central. Will be the start, but we'll keep sharing and keep you guys updated. So, son, what do you want to say as we exit?
Thank you guys for coming out. I love you guys. You guys are awesome, amazing, and let us know what's your favorite scary movie, and B, what are you guys doing on our quarantine Halloween?
Yeah. Yep.
If you guys are taking your children out trick or treating, or are you guys just going to stay at home? Are you guys handing out candy, or what are you guys going to be doing on your quarantine Halloween? And as always, stay safe. Keep that 6 feet distance apart, and yeah, just stay safe out there. Like it's that time where it's like we gotta stay safe and also support each other too,
Yeah, support
because
each other. That helps too a lot.
there
And
there's
you
just
never know what someone else is going through, so be kind as best you can and just hang in there.
exactly.
All right, so I'm Marguerite Ashton. Oh, she's
Hi, puppers.
she's like,
Hi.
get off. Maybe she's demanding attention. I guess I better go. So, all right,
Okay.
all right, so I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty.
All right, have a good night.
You too, mom.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye.